Hi, everyone, and welcome to Trades of the Week with myself and Keith O'Sullivan. Now, the question is, though, why is it O'Sullivan? I haven't thought about that for a long time.
It's not O'Sullivan. It's just Sullivan standard.
Oh, okay. Because some of your friends write that. That's exciting. Okay. Well, that's for another time. That's for another story. But today is a really exciting session because of many reasons. But we will be discussing today, why has gold gone down? It was one of the biggest falls in gold and silver and precious metals for a long, long time. We're going to be talking about which way might the stock market go, and what does it mean now in August? Is usually a quiet month. So what is the best thing to do? And last but not least, we will be discussing cryptos as well. Now, the cryptos are very exciting at the moment because it's gone up massively and there's loads of good news coming out. So what is the best action to take in cryptos as well? And all that will be covered today together with our results. And we have some amazing results today to share with you. And we do hope you have the same. So I think let's dive into it. So the first one I want to look at is MRK. We've been in that. There's Merck and Company Incorporated. We've been in that for several weeks now. And we're a bit in profit here and around 1% in profit, I would say. So what are we going to do, Keith? Are we going to take the profit? Yes.
Not yet. We're going to move our stop loss down to break even. Let's manage the position and allow our profits to run, right? Because we want to minimize our losses, but allow our profits to run. So we don't know how far down this can go.
Yeah, so what you're saying is do not use your emotions. Just use the strategy, the Buffalo strategy. Very good, Keith. I tested you there and you passed. All right, and then we're going to look at Progony Incorporated as well. And this was a bit different. We were around break even last week, but then it gapped down. And what gapping down means is that institutions, they are actually selling when the market is closed, because they are allowed to do that. And maybe there were some announcements coming out that was bad, maybe because there was earnings announcements coming out. And what they could have said was, that the quarter was really good. We expected this, but, right, there's a big but there. And next quarter might be a bit worse. And then the stock price goes down because of that. So that is a very reason that we do teach all of our clients and members to not trade during earnings necessarily. Sometimes you could, and we're not going to go into it in too much detail. But that being said, we are taking a 1.5% loss on this. We usually just take 1%, but when it gaps down, it might be a little bit more. There is actually a way to guarantee that you cannot lose more. It's called a guaranteed stop loss. You could use that. But I would say that it costs a little bit more and it's not really worth it long term, I would say, because you will save this 0.5%, you will save in by not using it on several others. So we take a 1% loss on this one, which is totally fine. And then we move on. No emotions needed. But the learning here for everyone is to do not be in trades during earnings, really. So let's move on to the next one, and that is Casey. So Casey, we are around break even on this one as well. So make sure you do your own research. We looked at that last week as well. So not much to do there, except that you can get in at the same price as we have. And LFVN, that is going down nicely. So we're around 1.5% in profit on this one, I would say. So what are we going to do here, Keith? We're going to take profits?
Once again, no. We're going to move our stop loss down to break even and allow our profits to run.
Okay, let's do that then. So take profits plus fees. Are we going to move?
Move.
Really? We're not moving now. That's okay, fine.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Save it. Okay, cool. And then we have AXL as well. We were a little bit in profit on this, but now we are in a 0.5% loss. So make sure you do your own research on this. Earnings has already been, so no surprise there. So make sure you do your own research. And if you like this, you could get in a better price than we have. And we have KRP, Kimpel Royalty Partners. We never got into this because we were waiting for a green candle. It just broke down. So it's no trade. So we're going to remove that. Just cancel that order if you still have it on. And then we have Lithium Motors, LAD. We have slight profit on this one as well. It's too early to move the stop loss. We want to wait until we're in 1% profit before we move it. So with that being said, Keith, let us update everyone on what's happening in the markets.
Perfect. We're back to my favorite time of the week to talk about where is this market going? What is the economy doing? And one of the biggest announcements last week was the non-farm payroll. And this is basically job creation month on month. And it normally comes out on the first Friday of every month. Now, with the non-farm payroll, what we have seen is an increase in job creation since July. Since June, sorry. So June, July, there has been an increase in the creation of jobs. Now, that is showing a strengthening economy. And in the analyst's mind, an increase in job creation is an increase in bullish momentum within the market. Okay, so they were looking at this as a very, very good sign. Now, alongside the job creation, we have also seen a 6.7% increase in the trade deficit. Now, what is the trade deficit? This is basically looking at what is being imported into the country and what is being exported out of the country. So with a 6.7% increase, it means more stuff has been imported into America than exported. And once again, this is showing the rebuilding of the economy and strengthening of that economy. Now, with that in mind, we then saw a drop in our major commodities, our gold, silver, oil, copper. And a lot of people were wondering, why did we see that drop? Now, when there is certainty in the market, so when there is faith that the market is going to be bullish, it is strong, the economy is growing, money is moved out of commodities and into equities. The commodity is known as the safe haven for investors. So at this time, when there is strength in the economy and the market, money is moved away from commodities. But we have seen a different sign here, and we've seen the money come out of the commodities, but not being pumped back into equities or into the stocks. Now, one of the main reasons that we could see here is there's that uncertainty of what is going to happen with the stimulus packages, the tapering. Could they really be stopping the market? Okay, could they really be lowering the money that they're pumping in, which then could cause a short-term bearish move? And this uncertainty is what has got to the investors. And now we are seeing the money being held as physical dollars, as cash. So, Dennis, if you look at the US dollar index for me quickly.
Yeah.
Perfect. So since Friday, what we can see is the dollar has been gaining strength. And this is because the money has been taken out of the commodities and being held as physical cash. Now, this is a really good sign for us because with the institutions being on holiday and money sitting there as cash, we should see this being pumped back into the market within September and seeing a bit more of a bullish move. Now, when it comes...
Holiday.
Yeah, they're on holiday, right? They're on the Bahamas, they're taking time, they might be in Spain. But when it comes back to trading season, which would be obviously September, we may see the money being pumped back into the market and once again seeing our major indices making all-time highs. Right now, they're just really fluctuating sideways because there's not much trading volume happening within the major indices. So that is the overall market update. Once again, we are still bullish in sentiment. We are still looking for all-time highs being created, especially to the end of the year. And then in 2022, we will start seeing decisions on inflation, interest rates, and that will overall affect the market. But remember, we are going to be proactive, not reactive to the news. That means if a bearish market comes to us, it's a great time because we're going to be looking at VCA positions and selling short. Now, Dennis, do you have anything to add in regards to the US markets and the economy?
No, the only thing I would add here is, well, two things. Number one is it doesn't matter what happens, right? We will always be long and short. So it doesn't matter if the market does go up or down. But what Keith said as well, that usually now they're taking money off the table a little bit. They're on holiday. They're putting money in dollars. If the same will happen towards December, we'll talk about it more then. But then the institutions are actually selling in order to kind of equal profit and losses, if you like. So that's another kind of time to look out for the Christmas period. But for now, I think this is really good news for the market. And not only that, I think it's a great buying opportunity in silver and gold as well. But we'll get into that a little bit later as well in the VCA section. So I think that's awesome. And then we actually have a few new opportunities from this. The first one is community health systems. We did And this is looking very good. We have a nice, juicy green candle. It's a hammer. And we do like those because remember what we usually say, we want to have a green candle before we enter, basically. So do make sure you do your calculations on this. But this green candle here looks to be confirming, not confirming, but saying that we might have a trend reversal. If you look in the past here, we had a similar candle over here. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit here just to show you. So we had a similar candle over here, and after that, the market did go higher. It's not a certainty, but it's a probability game. So it's probable that the same might happen now. So C, so it's Citrus, Yankee, and Hotel. That is the ticker for this. And the next one is Nova. So Sonova Energy International looks like it's a good shorting opportunity. It might be breaking higher here. So what I would like to see here is, of course, Keith,
a red candle this time.
Yay, or maybe purple or something like that. But yes, another color in green. So yes, a red candle would be great to see that it's going down. And then the last one is AVGO, so Broadcom Inc. So you might want to have a candle that goes up and is touching the resistance line here. But even with this candle here, we have a good enough risk reward ratio for us to get in. So make sure you do your own research and make sure you look at it. But I think it looks like a good and solid opportunity. Every time it's gone up here, it's reversed down. It's gone up here again, reverse down. Gone up here, reverse down. So maybe it's likely that it will do so again. But do make sure you do your own research on this. But these are some that we are getting into at the moment. So next up now is actually the crypto market. Now there's so much happening in the crypto market, which is super duper exciting. And hopefully we'll see. I know Keith is super excited about this, but we might be able to milk the cow today as well. But last week we did speak about the possibility here of a Bitcoin breaking higher, and it actually has, right? It's broken higher. It looks very, very good. And if we look at the daily, we've been looking at the 200 and the 50 moving average before. The average 50 days, the closing of the average 50 days shows you an average line here. And this is the average 200 days. And they do say when the price is below the 50 and 200, mainly the 200, then we're in a bear market. But we could also have false breakouts, which might be what this segment here was. It might have been a false breakout. But we will see now, because now we are flirting with that level. We broke above it yesterday, so it looks very, very promising for Bitcoin and the entire crypto market. So let's see what happens here. But as long as we do stay above it, do keep an eye on this, right? Keep an eye on the 200 daily moving average, and let's see what happens next week for that. But in terms of the positions here, we can see that a lot of them are in profit now, obviously. We're up around 38% on Bitcoin. So patience will really pay off. Some of you might have been worried, but patience will really pay off when you're in the crypto and the stock market as well. They do say that money moves from the impatient to the patient, all right? And there's a couple of really interesting news here in the market as well. That for one of them is that a lot of Bitcoin and the cryptos is moving out of the exchanges. Okay, they're moving out of Binance, moving out of Coinbase to wallets. And what does that usually mean, right? If they move out from the exchanges where people are buying and selling to wallets, it means that people are ready to hold. They might have been buying a lot and they're ready to hold now to wait for prices to move higher. So that is a very, very bullish sign. Number two, Ethereum has actually been leading the market a little bit higher here. And if you look at Ethereum, it's actually been up more than 54%. And since it's a CCA, we take a little bit of profit out at 50%. So what do we do now, Keith?
We're going to milk the cow.
Yes. Okay, why don't you go for it?
Moo.
That's good. I don't even think the microphone picked that up. That's good. Okay, let me try. Moo. It's good. It's a Swedish cow and a UK cow. That's good. And so give us the best moo, right? If you took profit on this as well, make sure you do comment below. Did you take profit on Ethereum? Did you invest all the way down using our strategies? So that is awesome, of course. If you did, congratulations, but let us know. We're very curious about that. So now then, we have taken profits, and that is because they actually went through an upgrade, the Ethereum London hard fork. It was an upgrade on the network that went really well, and that's been pushing the market higher. And we are really bullish on Ethereum because this hard fork means that they are actually burning Ethereum. So they're actually making the crypto a lot more scarce. But we have to see and wait, because some people do say that they're actually printing or creating more Ethereum more than they burn. But before they just created, now they actually are burning as well. So this is one upgrade that will come, and there will be many more on the way to creating this into a more scalable and more effective system in proof of stake. So we're very excited about Ethereum. So well done if you were in this. And we're in profit on a lot of the other ones as well. XRP, for example, we're up around 32%. ICP has been a nightmare, but look at this. This is incredible. Let me zoom in here just to show you how important this is. So we have been investing all the way down here. We started at 63%, 72, 82, 92, right? At this point, you might be a little bit, right? You might be a little bit worried here and, what are you going to do? So, but if you were investing all the way down, you would actually be around 50% in profit on this now, if you invested at 82 and 92% as well. Something like that, or even 30% in profits. That is incredible. Did you follow this all the way down, Keith?
100%. Always follow the rules, right? Because what you're seeing with ICP is the market went so cheap that the people who were scared, they sold out. But the people who had confidence in the coin, look, they're making a lot more profit. And if it goes to the all-time high again over the next year or so, we're going to make so much more money. So it's time to milk the cow, definitely on the way up now.
Yeah, it is. We're excited about that. We have so much milk in us now. We need to milk it because we haven't taken profits on cryptos for a long time. And the same is the story for all of them, right? BNB has gone up. All of them has gone up. So we are around 30-40% profit on a lot of these. I think the one we're a bit more in is Voyager, BQX. We're around 90% in profit on Voyager. So this is also an exchange, just as Coinbase and Binance. And speaking of exchanges, by the way, Coinbase actually announced that they will use their Visa card. They will make that possible to use in Apple Pay, which is great news. And AMC Entertainment as well. This is also very bullish news. It's one of the biggest cinema providers in the world. What are they going to do? They are actually going to accept Bitcoin in the cinema by the end of the year. That's what they said. So what you're going to do is you can go there and pay with Bitcoin. That is amazing. And if they are doing it, many others would follow. So if you're not in cryptos, I think it's such a good time to take your foot and place it firmly inside the crypto space and make sure you start learning. And if you feel like, you know what, I don't know how do we get started? Well, actually, tomorrow evening, we have a crypto webinar for you, so you can attend for free for our amazing YouTube subscribers here. So what time is that, Keith?
I believe it's going to be around 6:30 UK time, and you'll be able to find the registration link in the description below.
Absolutely. And make sure you attend, right? It's a free section. It is with Marcus and Maria himself with over 20 years of experience, both mine and Keith's mentor and coach. So that being said, right, take that opportunity to learn from some of the world's best, ask your questions, and remember, it's free, right? So do make sure you take that opportunity. I would grab it with both hands, especially with the gains we're seeing in the crypto market at the moment. It's such a no-brainer. So do make sure you register below. You have the link there. So go for it. And we're looking forward to seeing you there as well. So then we have Engine Coin, we have Aave as well. The same story there. We are a bit in profit. So you can see in cryptos, it's such a cool opportunity at the moment. I hope you've been with us for long enough. So you have invested, you've built your positions now, and we are ready to rock and roll. But we will track the market for you. We'll tell you our every action. So do make sure you follow these videos as well. So last but not least, we are going into the VCA opportunities as well. And we did invest in cryptos, but through Coinbase. This is the IPO. So Coinbase are going to launch the card on Apple Pay. They actually have their own exchange on the US stock market as well. So we invested in this all the way down. We've been waiting for a long time, very patiently. And now it looks to be up around 18%, right, from our average price. Because remember, we invest a little bit here, we invest a little bit more, and then now we have a good average price. We're up 18%. So next time we're definitely gonna milk the cow. But that being said, Keith, are we putting a stop loss in?
Not yet. We are going to wait. Oh, no, actually, we are over 15%. So yes, we're going to have a stop loss at 10% on this and allow our profits to run.
Yeah, so just around this line here, we are going to put a stop loss in. So around this mark here. So stop loss, because we don't want to turn a winning trade into a losing trade. You just never know what's going to happen. So stop loss at 10%, we just put that in. So do make sure you lock that in. And next time we'll be ready to milk that cow. And then we're still in $3. It's just doing nothing. So we're looking to see what to do here, down around 90%. So do your own research. Spotify as well. We are down to where we started. So Spotify is down from the high around 37, around 42%. So we need to wait for it to go down a bit more before we invest. Silver, on the other hand, is a great opportunity at the moment if you haven't invested. This is a Pan American Silver Corp. It's down 30% at the moment. So we're waiting for 32 on this since we invested at 22. But if this is your first time, you're in, I think this is a really good opportunity to be looking at. So, so that is amazing, right? Because now crypto is going up. Before the stock market was going up, you could take some profits there, put them into cryptos. Now you take some profit from cryptos, put them into silver maybe. So you rotate your assets, right? Very important. And then we have Etsy as well. What is happening there? We're down a little bit on that one as well. And then we have TripAdvisor. We are down a little bit on that as well. So the market has gone quite a bit sideways, just in correlation with the news that Keith went through before. However, we do have one opportunity here. This is ARCT. Now, this has gone up a lot. They actually had a COVID vaccine. We did say this was kind of the small cap that we share with our mentees as well. So well done if you got into this as well. And I hope you did. Make sure you do comment below and let us know. Did you take this opportunity? But more importantly, Keith, did you take this opportunity?
I regret. No, I didn't. I missed this one because all my portfolio was all invested at that point. Yeah. So I didn't get into this.
Okay, yeah, I see it. All right, so we don't get into everything, but this one I managed to get into as well, at least. But there will be a few that Keith are getting into that I'm not, because we are trading different areas as well. But look at this. So if you got into this, you would now be around a 57% profit. And today it looks to be going up a lot more on news. So we are taking the profits. Well, we should probably wait then, because we haven't taken them yet. We're going to do that when the market opened, because we... and we're going to raise our stop loss up. But there's two good learnings here. Number one, even though it's gone up a lot, there's no reason just to take the profits off the table and just raise the stop loss up, right? But if you took the profit here, it does not really matter, because you made a really good profit anyways. But it will probably open around the $70 mark. So well done if you're still in this. And another way you can do this is that you actually, when you're up maybe 50%, it's gone up a lot, well, take half of your position off the table and leave some of it in there in case it does go up more. So there's several ways you could do this. But well done if you're in this. I think it's time to milk the cow, Keith.
Moo.
That is really good. Okay.
Been working on it.
That is awesome. So do comment below. Where are you in this as well? Did you take profit on this one as well? Let us know, because that is what this is all about. We don't really care about, because we are making the profit anyways, but we're doing this so you can benefit from this too. So make sure you comment below. And the last one here is AG as well. We're down around 34%. So do your research, right? This is silver. This is a good company as well. We went into Barrick's gold as well, around -18. So we're around that point now as well, maybe -20 even. So another opportunity that we had was here as well. Turtle Beach Corporation, down around 22-23% at the moment. Looks to be turning, but it's a great company, great fundamentals. And remember as well, you might say, well, why are we waiting so long? Why can't we be billionaires tomorrow? But the truth is, right, that it does take a little bit of time. This should be as fun as watching grass grow or paint dry. And it should just be a money-making activity for you where you spend 20 minutes a day doing. So the one we're adding for today, just to create some excitement here, is Insight Corporation. So INCY. So it's India, Nancy, it's corporate, and what is the Y? Could it be Yankee or yellow? I want to do other words because it's more fun. But INSEE, we have that, and it's minus 25% at the moment. It's a good company. So what they're doing, it's a biopharmaceutical company, and they are working on COVID-19 treatment at COVID-19. So it could be very, very interesting. And they grew by 2.5% in Q2 in 2021, and they have a great operation margin in the second quarter of 20%, and it grew from 16% in Q1 as well. So I think it's good that we're jumping on that, because COVID, they got a new variation now, and it looks to be maybe picking up speed again. So it's good to get in some of these companies as well to diversify a bit. So that is the one we are adding today. So let's take a look at the results as well, because we have been taking some profits today. But on Buffalo, well, how about you, Keith? Why don't you take us through the results?
So currently on Buffalo, we are 1.5% down on the portfolio, but overall, we're still 37.5% up, which isn't bad going for trading this year. VCA, we're up over 600% and an extra 77% added from last week, which once again isn't bad going. And now the new point is the cryptocurrency. As the market has been going up, we have been milking some of our positions, and currently up 510%, which is an added 50% from last week. So it is time that we are starting to take profit. And if you haven't taken profit yet in crypto, I'll definitely look at start taking profit. But remember, always follow the rules when taking profit. Milk that cow.
Very important. And don't forget, so this is important because we want you to succeed, right? We want you to have these results. So make sure you comment below. And if you're one of our clients, right, if you're part of our membership clubs, and if you're getting these results, make sure you comment below if you want to become our client of the week. So what we try to do is we want to lift people forward that's done really, really well, just to inspire others as well, to be a leading light that everyone can actually do this. So if you have those results, make sure you comment below, and maybe even write an email to Gabriella@investment-mastery.com with your details and say what results you've been getting. And we would be proud to have you as a client of the week to inspire everyone else here as well. That would be amazing. So do make sure either comment below or send an email to Gabriella@investment-mastery.com. All right, that being said, what is your crystal ball saying, Keith? I heard you got a crystal ball. Did you buy one?
Yeah, no, I got a crystal ball off Amazon Prime next day delivery. And the crystal ball says, follow the rules. Let's carry on with the strategies and let's start making some profits, especially within crypto.
That is amazing. I want to have one of those too. Make sure you link, send me the link. So thank you guys for watching the Trades of the Week today with Keith Sullivan and myself, Dennis. And I hope you guys have taken these profits as well. I hope you have these results that we are getting, because the whole point is that you're getting them as well. And if you would like to have Keith Crystal Ball out of Amazon Prime, right? I think it's a bit of a secret. Make sure you comment below as well if you would like to have one of those. I think those could be very beneficial. And besides from that, do make sure you do join the free crypto webinar tomorrow. And as well, because it's with Marcus de Maria, and he has 20 years of experience. You have so much to learn from him, just like I and Keith have. That being said, we have enjoyed having you on Trades of the Week this week, and we are looking forward to seeing you next week.